Welcome everybody back into the TasteBuds podcast. As always, it's Drew, aka Big Red Belly.
Ben, aka Sauce.
And Kenneth, also known as Infinite K.
We have a great episode for y'all. Again, doing it on the weekend. Last week we did it Sunday. Was it Sunday, y'all?
It
Yeah,
was
it was.
Sunday,
Yeah,
yeah.
Um,
it was. We barely got that off.
This will
yeah.
also be on
And
Sunday.
now we're back. It's kind of tough because obviously we do it on Sunday. We can't really talk about anything on Monday, at least with current sports. So we're gonna try to get back on schedule on Monday. We're gonna do like a mailbox episode. So in the comment section of this video, please say anything y'all want us to go over. It can be about sports, it can be about real life, it can be about Marvel Rivals. We don't care, anything. And we'll go over that in our
We
next
are posting this
episode.
on our Twitter page, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
And in our exclusive Discord, our Taste Buds podcast Discord. And so yeah, stick around for that. Like I said, comment anything down below. We'll go over, shout y'all out. Be on the lookout for that. But anyways, how are y'all doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
No, it's a late
Um,
episode.
Yeah.
Joking.
Yeah, it's pretty late at night. I just got back to Chicago. I was in West Virginia actually. I went whitewater rafting. I was camping out there, but it's nice to be back. I just put up some shots my full court basketball court, but now I'm just unpacking. So yeah, y'all ready to get right into it?
Andrew, how are you doing today?
Obviously we had the scheduling issues.
Yep.
Ben, this entire week, but we're back on. We're gonna have a great episode.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So first things first, let's talk about the Eastern Conference Finals. Obviously, the Pacers and the Knicks matched up with each other. Game one in in New York, and the Knicks go up with a pretty good lead with about a minute and some change left, up by
It's 14 points
9, 14
with 2
points,
minutes left. Yeah.
2 minutes left, and then I think there's like teams up by 7 or more within the final minute of the playoff games are like 3 and 1,400. I mean
1,441.
to 3
Yeah.
to win the game. And what
Genuine.
ended up happening is it went to overtime with Tyrese Halliburton taking that drive, gets pickpocketed, get the ball back, dribble back out to the 3 point line, turn around, 3 pointer, bangs it, does the
Wise it.
choke,
Yeah.
and then it is a Kevin Durant shot, foot on the 3 point line, it's labeled a 2, goes into overtime, but they still win the game.
Yeah, they pulled it out.
And game two was also a Pacers victory. So the Pacers are up 2-0 going to Indiana. What are y'all's reactions of the first two games, and what are y'all's outlook for the rest of the series?
Alfred for less the series. This one's not over. Um, we've seen people go down 2-0 and just not be over at all. Especially New York is better on the road. I will say that the most recent game is not encouraging. Like first game, they kind of just get like the basketball world, like the basketball gods are against them,
Yeah.
and because they're winning the whole game. Like they should not have lost that game. It was just Neesmith gets absolutely on fire. He's the hero of that game.
Yep.
But Hallie is the star, so he gets a lot of credit. And yeah, they just kind of followed that. They were winning that entire game. This other game, game two, they were not winning.
Oh yeah.
Cat
Nope.
was played off the floor. Tibbs only plays, I think, 28 minutes. Along with it, we had Josh Hart also only plays like 28 minutes. He's deciding for size and rebounds for Mitchell Robinson just because of how bad Cat was. I mean, that alone in itself is just an awful omen. And then Indiana in classic Indiana fashion, Halliburton's shot is not falling. He's still driving, kicking, getting good shots open for other people, but his shot wasn't falling, and it didn't matter
Yep.
because Siakam had a absolute heater of a game. Shot very good from the jump shot. He just got hot from the jumper. I think he had 40 at the end, right?
I think he had 38. And Tyrese had 11 assists and 1 turnover.
Oh yeah, he doesn't turn the ball over. That's a crazy thing about him
Yeah.
with his assists. But yeah, it's gonna be tough sledding for New York. Again, like you just kind of have to stick with Cat and Hart, even if they're too small. And Hart was getting, he's weirdly not like doing well with like just like communication, like mismatches and switches. It's weird because that's one of his things. But yeah, New York, they need to win this next game. I mean, it's obviously last game felt like a must-win game. This is like a real must-win.
Yep. Kenneth?
I've got nothing on this series. I didn't really watch game 1, game 2.
What's your all's updated series like prediction score? I'd say Pacers and 5.
I think this really questions like 5 or 6. How much do you expect New York Knicks? I would say Pacers in 6. They'll go 1-1 at home, and then when they head back to New York is gonna win again.
Yeah.
That doesn't that feel like that's probably what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like it's Pacers in 5.
Again, it depends on how much you support or just think highly of the New York team.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying 6 because I do think they'll win next time at home.
Yeah.
And I think desperation will eventually set in. Again, a lot of people are like blaming Tibbs for all this, and I do understand the sentiment of doing that, just because, yeah, they hired him when the Knicks were the usual Knicks, like this entire like last 20 years. They've sucked. They've just been awful.
Yeah.
They have never been good. So they hired Tibbs as gonna get his all out of his guys, and is gonna like just like have them beat him up, heavy defense type team, like just a culture establishing guy. And I think a lot of people pointed to this, but that was better last year. Like being
Yeah.
culture setting guy for those guys, like they had to work out the Sixers. They didn't. They had to outwork them. I don't know if they were full on talented as us, just because Joel was still at that level. But like that team with like iHeart and even Chenzo off the bench who was consistent, they switched those type of guys out for more skill. Like McHale is a more skilled player than DiVincenzo and like iHeart.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's different like what he can get out of the guys. And yeah, I don't know what Tibbs' future or this team's future holds, because I think that some people would be able to put together a better offense if you're a better coach. Just might say something about Tibbs. Yep. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I know Tibbs has been with a lot of teams, the Bulls, the Timberwolves, and he's known to play his guys for a lot of minutes.
He did not play Josh Hart or Cat. He gave up on them.
Yeah, I think if he does get fired, he's gonna find a new home quickly. Maybe in Milwaukee. That'd be pretty cool.
Just as a culture setting guy, a guy that can really boost your defense. Again, I'm explaining to you stuff.
Yep. I do not want Doc Rivers.
No, but you did pay him.
Yes, we did. Not my money.
It's true. Not the city of Milwaukee's money, I don't think. Right? Or
I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Anything else on the series before we move on?
No.
Nope. Go Pacers.
Right. Kenneth,
will you admit that you're starting to see the Pacers love?
Yeah, Pacers are nice. Tyrese is nice. Their role players, Neesmith, obviously.
That's why this team is
Andrew
so cool. Tyrese is obviously awesome because he sets everybody up. But any of these guys can go out. Nimhart can pop off. You saw Neesmith.
You have the
Great shooting
co-star with Spicy
Siakam,
P.
Turner, awesome. I love Turner. He loves Legos. That's what really made me fall in love with the Pacers originally. Before I even really liked like Halliburton, I followed Miles Turner because he likes Legos, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
But Halliburton is cocky.
Yeah, he is, and he plays a game with such whimsy and such comic that yeah, he is a little cocky sometimes.
I don't know. Like I'm genuinely asking, does he taunt while he's down, or is it only?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
He did it a lot in the Boston series last year. A lot of people did not like that. And like you down, bro.
Well,
But yeah.
I do like when people taunt when they're down because it's easy.
Yeah.
Like Lucas said, everybody's tough when they up.
Yeah.
All right. Kenneth, do you want to give us the rundown of your Minnesota Timberwolves series so far?
So, Thunder have been cooking. I'm gonna say it. Obviously, over the series, I think it was before Game 2, they announced Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, also known as SGA for the people that abbreviate. Um, he won MVP, and he's been hooping. Some people call him a free throw merchant. I just say it just cause I see him at the free throw a lot. Um, but he's been hooping. Thunders. I've been watching a lot of KTO4Q. Shout out him. Shout out Kenny. Love that guy. Love him. I've been watching him after every single game, talking about how good SGA is, and he's really good at basketball. Really good at being able to consistently drive to the basket and score. Um, whether it's him getting a foul call, but either way, he's making the shots even though he's getting those calls and whatnot. But the T Wolves are down 2-0. Well, as we're recording this, they won Game 3 with a 42-point lead in the fourth quarter with 33 seconds left. But yeah, the Timberwolves down 2-1. Andrew said this earlier, is that as a team, the T-Wolves shot 57% from the field goal and shot 50% as a team from three. It's really good. The Thunder shot 40.7 from the field and 31.8 from the three as a team. Wow. But yeah, it's really bad. But a lot.
Most points in franchise playoff history with 143 points of the Timberwolves.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I was saying. I don't know.
Is T-Wolves?
Shots.
Yeah. Julius Randle is playing out of
Shea
his mind.
Finished 14 points, 4 of 3 from field goal. Only 4 free throws left.
Oh.
Hey, whoa.
What
was that?
There was a lot of wind.
Oh, yeah. I crouched down over my fan to put something.
Oh.
Yeah.
He shot 14 points. He got 14 points, 6 assists, 2 rebounds.
Shot 4-14 from the field.
End his 20-point streak?
Who?
Jay? Yeah, because he got 14 points. That's
the worst game ever.
Yeah, 14 points.
I don't
4
know.
for 13 from the field with 28 minutes. That's insane. I didn't really watch this game. I was out with my sisters because they're in town. But the T-Wolves are dogs.
Ant had 30 points. It's his 15th career 30-point playoff game. shot 12 of 17.
Yup.
Pretty damn good.
And 5 for 8 from 3. And Julius Randle shot 9 for 15 from the field and got 24 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. Ant almost got a triple-double, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. I feel like it's the turnovers. They had 10 turnovers on the day. And the T-Wolves. They had 10 turnovers.
They committed or they caused?
That they lost.
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, that's what the OKC does best, is create turnovers. They're the best turnover creating team almost of all time, especially in the modern era. It's not close.
And the Thunder had
They do it an
14.
unprecedented amount. They just create turnovers.
Yep. I don't really know what to talk about. I'm not really a basketball guy, but go T-Wolves, Ant's a dog. And Ant locked in.
See how these. I mean, we'll see how it goes, but next game is going to be so good.
Next game is going to be important if you're the Timberwolves. And for the Thunder, I feel like, yeah, I was going to say the same thing a little bit. If you're the Thunder, you might want to start hitting your shots.
Yeah, again, and like I said, like they were shooting like below 30% from 3 the last 2 games, but they made enough. It was simply, like I said when going into this entire playoffs, is their defense can make up for some of a lot of their offensive struggles if those come up, which they did. We'll just see. Again, they also can shoot really good because they are literally as regular season, they were the best 3-point shooting team.
Yeah.
That can turn on when they need to. I mean, not when they need to, but variance-wise. We'll see this next game. If Timberwolves stay rolling, then they found something out. But when I saw it, it just seemed like I saw Rudy take a fading turn away 3-point. I meant Randall fade away 3-pointer. That's just such a bad shot. And then on the other side, there's people missing wide open shots.
Oh.
So we'll see how the variance affects in later, but
yeah,
keep the series alive.
All right.
Okay.
We'll keep it going. That'll do it for our NBA segment. Let's go to NFL segment. We've got we had the rules managers meeting, right? Over the week. Yeah. We had a few votes on stuff, and the tush push was the main talking point of that meeting, and it was denied. It was 22-8, and they needed
22-10.
22-10, and they needed 24-8 ratio.
No, yeah,
they needed 24-8, but it was 22-10, and it was denied, and a lot of people were not happy about their team voting to ban it. And the Lions are the only team that are on the current schedule to face the Eagles,
such dogs.
And they denied it. They're the only team on the Eagles schedule that denied.
I love the Lions.
Oh yeah,
type of shit the Lions will do.
Yep. And
I do think that it is genuinely a factor that it is Eagles and Philly that's good at this play.
No, because
the
Ravens
that makes it a little more.
No, because the Ravens
fans.
No, it's not. It's the the Ravens run the play with Mark Andrews. Bills run it with Josh Allen.
Bills run something weird.
Bills do run a lot of stuff weird, but they're good at it. Eagles are just they perfected it.
The roster.
Yeah. They're absolutely loaded. They're absolutely loaded. And yeah, that's about it from that experience. The kickoff rule got changed. I guess we're adding that. Ben, take it away. I have no idea.
So, kickoffs are typically from the 35-yard line. Um, and now it is from the 36-yard line. So it is 1 yard closer to the defense. This is in hopes to raise the success rate. Last year is at 6% success rate for
Ooh, kicker
onside
return.
kicks.
Oh,
So
onside
now
kicks.
it's the ball only has to go 9 yards before you can touch it and try to grab it. And you also can now say that you're going to try an onside kick at any time in the game as long as you are losing. Before it was only in the fourth quarter. Now it could be the first quarter you're down 7-0. Well, I guess that's not possible. I guess it's the first quarter you can be down 7-3 and you can be like, hey, we're gonna onside kick, and then there you go. I have flirted with the idea of the 4th and 20 to like convert
Yeah.
it, but the thing is, like, people bring it up, like the penalties, like, penalties happen, and especially if it's like a ticky tacky, like hold like 3 yards down the field,
Yeah.
and then they get an automatic first down. Um, that'd be a lot to dissect and find a fair and just way of doing all that. So
Yeah.
yeah, do y'all like that? The 4th and 20, if they convert it, they keep the ball.
Yeah.
It's like fun, but I don't know. I feel like 4th and 20 is the success rate would be a lot higher.
Yeah,
Like it'd be crazy.
almost too high.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
4th and 25.
Mm.
All right. And next here for our NFL segment, we have the Lions. As y'all know, we talked about on the pod. They proposed a rule change for the playoff seeding to where it's no longer about divisions. It's only about how many games you won. So, for example, the Vikings were the 5th seed, even though they had the second best record in the NFC, and they lost to the Rams in the first round of the playoffs. Now the Vikings would have gotten the 2nd seed, and well, the Lions ended up pulling that. It didn't go to vote. They took back their rule, and so that just pretty much disappeared. And I do like that it didn't go to vote because I don't really like it. One, because we're in a bad division,
Yeah, I
so
think
we
a
could
little
have
bit.
like a 10-9 record and still make the playoffs and get a home game. But also because it would basically make the
So
divisions,
funny. Yeah.
yeah, it'd make the divisions meaningless, just like basketball,
I think it'd
NBA.
make division games less meaningless.
Yeah.
You still get the automatic bid, and especially when you have a competitive division, it'd still be. But I think like the division games would mean less.
Yes.
That's what you're hurting. Oh! I'm sorry.
Yep.
No, keep going. That's my bad. Tripping.
All right. And next, Colts owner Jim Irsay passed away at the
Hell,
age of 65.
get fucked,
Um,
Ursay.
he
Trust
died
me,
in his
he seemed like a
sleep.
cool guy. He seemed fun.
Um, yeah. So 3 seconds of silence for him.
Rest in peace.
All right, and finally for our NFL segment, they are adding an award called the Protector of the Year Award,
Mm.
awarding the greatest offensive lineman. And yeah, I love it because I was thinking about this the other day, just a shower thought, how like certain positions are never gonna win an award, like the offensive line. They're never gonna win Opoi or
Even
I
if
guess
they're like
every
one of the best
every
players in the
defensive
league.
guy is in the running, like Aaron Donald, linebacker. Um, did Luke Kuechly win a defensive
Yes.
player of the year? Yep.
Yeah.
And then safeties, maybe not. I don't know if Ed Reed won one before. And then
That's fair.
cornerbacks, obviously, Pat Surtain. Interior defensive lineman, I guess that's what Aaron Donald was, but
Yes, he was. That is what he was.
he is
Yeah,
kind of the exception at
unreal.
because they don't really rush the quarterback like Aaron Donald would. But yep, love the rule. Maybe they should make a kicker of the year, punter of the year to give them a little bit of love.
I'm
But
just excited to see like the edits of different like I don't know, really good
Like
blocking
pancake,
schemes. What if like teams
pancake blocking,
they
running
lobby
20
for their
yards down the
guy,
field. Yeah,
or yeah, they lobby for their guy, so they like post edits and stuff. I would love to see the same energy for Protector of the Year,
yeah.
but
Um,
yeah. Who do you guys think the contenders are for it?
uh,
Probably
Trent
Penei
Williams.
Sewell. Penei Sewell would be my pick.
Yeah, be a good one.
Joe Alt.
Chris Lindstrom. Chris Lindstrom. Don't sleep.
Joe Alt.
Joe Alt, I
Joe
like
Alt.
Yeah.
that. Not bad. Maybe new guy on the
Tristan
Commanders,
Wirfs.
Joe Thuney. Is he good enough?
Tristan Wirfs is D line. Oh no, he's not. Never mind. Don't. I lied. That's Vita. I'm thinking of Vita Vea.
Vita's a beast though.
Yeah.
All right. Is that doing it for NFL? Right? That we got? Yep.
The only thing left
Yeah.
is Shamar
it.
Stewart is now holding out of the second stage
Pussy.
of the training camp and search for a new contract.
Dude, that could have been
People
your
are
guy.
debating whether it's a Bengals thing or if it's an ego thing. Do y'all know if, or do y'all have an opinion on if he's just holding out because he wants more money or if it's because he got drafted by the Bengals and they're being stingy?
No clue.
Both.
But yeah, I was
I
good.
don't know. It is a little. It's kind of a crazy. Guys are demanding more money because
Yeah.
they suck. Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter who the prospect is. They could suck.
Yeah.
So, and you've already been drafted. So you've won that battle. You're asking for more money off rip. Like, yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's also maybe want a little more security because it's the Cincinnati Bengals and they don't pay their guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could be either.
All right. And to stay on the topic of football, college football changed their playoff format, and
Yeah.
I really like it. The top four teams will, like in the national rankings, will receive the first round buys, and the remaining 8 teams will play in the first round. Now, y'all may be asking, like, oh, what does this mean for the conference winners? Those teams still get an automatic bid, but they'll just play in the first round if they're not in the top 4 teams in the college football playoff rankings.
Sounds perfect.
Yep. That's it. That's it.
Great.
Yep. I think it's and they're also matching the higher seed and the lower seed. I think they're matching. I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. No. It's just to make it more fair because you had a team like what's it called, Ohio State and Texas playing in the first round, and then they had to play Oregon, and Oregon was the 1 seed in the entire tournament. They were the number 1 ranked team. Texas was like the 5th ranked team, and Ohio State was, or no, Texas was number 3, and Ohio State was like just out of the top 4, and Oregon had to face Ohio State, who eventually won the Natty. Blah blah blah. Any say on that?
Good.
Yep.
That'll do it for the football talk and college football talk. We'll quickly go over the hockey playoffs because they're going on. We're in the conference finals. It's the Panthers and Hurricanes in the Eastern Conference Finals, and the Western Conference Finals is the Dallas Stars and the Edmonton Oilers. The Florida Panthers are up 3-0 currently in the lead in the series. The Florida Panthers are the previous winners from last year. They're really good. And the Stars and Oilers, obviously the Oilers have Connor McDavid, the face of the league, probably up there with one of the GOAT conversations. The Stars are famous because they're in Dallas and whatnot. And that's about it. Shout out to the hockey segment. First hockey segment of the year. Well, second but the
Yep.
first one where we actually cover something that someone knows what they're talking about. And now it's time to go to our last segment of sports, and it'll be baseball. We have a good amount of baseball talk here. Acuna came back from his ACL tear from last season, and first pitch he sees, he hits a homer. And then tonight in his second game back, he hits a second home run. Ben, you're the Braves fan here. How do you feel?
It's good to have him back, especially after another major injury, but he's showing that he is still one of the best players in the MLB, and hopefully he can help us right this ship and get us in playoff positioning.
Oh yeah, and Spencer Strider is coming back from his Tommy John as well.
Yep, don't sleep.
He is one of the best pitchers. Was one of the best pitchers in the league from a few years ago. The Red Sox called up one of their prospects, Marcelo Mayer, due to Alex Bregman going onto the injured list. As you know, the Red Sox recently signed Alex Bregman, and obviously he's already on the injured list with a calf injury. That's it. And they called up one of their prospects. Hopefully he does good. That's it. Aaron Judge is starting off on a absolute heater. Now, at the first glance of these stats, it's been about a month and a half. No, we'll say 2 months into the season already, and Aaron Judge is batting 309 or 397 batting average. He's got 18 home runs and 46 RBIs. Now, that is insane. Insane. Second place in the batting average title, and the batting average is 351 with Freddie Freeman. That's really good. Batting over 350 is probably elite level, and then 300 to 350 is like the average, I would say. Or no, 250 to 350 is the average, and then anything below 250 is bad on the end of the year, for reference. And Aaron Judge is on an absolute heater. He'll probably win AL MVP again, and he's a dog. That's all I gotta say about that. And we have a new number one team in the MLB power rankings per ESPN. It's no longer the Dodgers. It is the. Y'all want to take a guess? Quick guess on who the number one team is per
The
ESPN.
Tigers.
It is the Tigers. They make their debut. Javier Baez is on a resurgence. He is an absolute dog now. He's hitting the ball pretty well. I can't lie, he's absolutely cooking. He's batting .291 with 6 home runs, 29 RBIs, and the Tigers are just overall cooking. Tariq Skubal is insane, coming off of his Cy Young award, and he's balling out. Former number one picks Spencer Torkelson and Casey Mize finding their way, and the bullpen's dominance are insane. Obviously the Dodgers are number 2, and then the Phillies are number 3, and Ben, your Braves are number 14. Same one as last week, but you know, it is what it is. And yeah, that's all I've got for MLB.
Heard. All right.
We have
And
we have some
Marvel Rivals.
We do have some Marvel Rivals content. On May 30th, 2025, we will have a funeral for Jeff the Land Shark. He is getting absolutely euthanized. He's getting nerfed. Um, yeah. Only thing good about this little nerf is Sharknado with Storm. That's the only good thing about it. I'm gonna be honest. Anybody?
Iron
Anybody
Man
want to
got
say?
nerfed. Well, he didn't get nerfed. He just lost his team up with Hulk and Namor. Um, he's gonna be teamed up with Ultron.
Oh yeah, Ultron's coming to the game. First flying healer in the
Big
game. It's gonna be. A lot of people are gonna
W.
try to play him
Yep,
because
W for me because I'll have a team up basically every single game.
yeah. Well, you'll just get like the team up boost. You won't
Yeah.
have the team up ability. Ultron will though. Ultron's team up ability is pretty good.
What do I
Ultron,
get?
you just get whatever it says, whatever the percentage is. I don't know. But yeah, Captain America got nerfed again. For the what fourth time, I believe. Um, his health is going from 600 to 575. His shield recovery is
Great.
from 2 seconds to 4 seconds. And his ultimate ability is going from 2080 or 2800 to 3100 for the cost. So it'll take Captain America's getting absolutely nerfed. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. Hawkeye's getting a buff, and Squirrel Girl is getting a pretty good buff. No need for her to get a buff at all. He needs to get nerfed. No skill, and yeah. I like how they said Jeff's kit is getting a fantastic rework. He's literally like gonna be useless. But we will never know until May 30th when we get to play with him. You know.
Yep.
Mantis didn't get any buffs or nerfs. Andrew, Moon Knight. You did not get a buff or a nerf at all.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, Rocket Raccoon and Penny Parker are getting a team up. Penny Parker can now have 2 spider nests, but Rocket Raccoon's ability with the Punisher is going away, so you won't have unlimited ammo with the Punisher and with Rocket Raccoon on your team. And Hawkeye and Luna Snow are getting a team up. It's going to be really good. Because Hawkeye's going to be a dog. And yeah, that's I guess that'll do it for Marvel Rivals unless Ben's got something to say.
Nope. I just have a trade proposal for Andrew. Andrew, let's say you are John. You're the Bucks GM. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you give me Giannis, and I will give you Harrison Barnes, Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sohan, the second overall pick, 14th overall pick, and the Hawks first round pick in 27, 29, and 31. You take that?
Spaced out. You're gonna have to repeat that.
Great. You get Harrison Barnes, Sohan, and there's Keldon. Yeah, and Keldon Johnson with the second overall pick, 14th overall pick, and the Hawks first round pick, and 27, 29, and 31.
Yeah, because that second pick is huge.
Yeah.
I was going to say there's no Stephon Castle in this
It's
deal.
5 first round
but
picks, with one of them
yeah,
being second overall pick.
one of them being Dylan Harper.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the Hawks are not, they don't have a good future.
No, they don't. So yeah, I think that's what do you think?
Yeah.
I
Like,
think that's good.
yeah.
maybe one less first, but that's it.
Uh-huh.
Everything else, or maybe in 5 first. I mean, people. I think everyone's gonna underrate, if there is a bidding war started, how much Giannis will go. Giannis is the second best player in the world right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Behind the yoke.
The biggest problem is there's a little bit of a question, like, how malleable is he? Because if he can't fit in with Dame, who's like just like one of the best off ball movement shooters ever, like, how can he fit
Or
in?
is it just Doc?
No, I don't think it's just Duck. I think it's a lot of the Giannis not setting screens. That's just not his player type. He hasn't done it once in his career. He's not been a constant screen setter. Like, that's not. He's more of an off ball cutting, not exactly on ball setting screens, and rolling to the basket is not super in his skill set, because that's what should have been so good with them.
Mm-hmm. All right. Another sports thing we forgot to mention, Nick Sirianni got extended. Andrew, how you feeling?
I don't care. We won the Super Bowl.
I saw somebody said
Nothing will ever matter.
he's been with the team for 5 years, and we still don't know if he's a good coach or not.
True.
Isn't that what Icyvert said or something?
Yeah, I saw it on X, so it was
Might
somebody.
have been Icy Bert. Yeah. But I mean, I guess I don't even know what to say, because like last year, absolutely, like, but 2 years ago, I mean, San Fran was the most talented team, both sides of the ball, and they couldn't get it done. Kyle Shanahan is supposed to be like a mastermind, and then
Mm-hmm.
big dumb don't call many plays Nick Sirianni, locker room guy, like they get it done. I mean, we have a fantastic defensive coordinator, but I don't mean Kellen Moore's cool, but I don't think he should be a head coach right now. He's not that good.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you, Saints, for being so smart.
so sainty. Yeah.
Tyler
But
Shuck.
again, I mean, like, we've seen it every single year. The amount of drama that goes around in this locker room is so stupid. It's so much dumb shit. New AJ Brown thing every other week. Old guys talking. Are they even friends? Like, there's dumb shit. And we've still stayed pretty strong. And apparently, like, they give credit to Nick Sirianni for that, and I guess I would too. So, I don't know. Sure, extend them. He embodies Philly because he's annoying. He's a shithead. He's cocky as fuck. Even though he shouldn't be. Just like Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess, yeah.
All right. Camp, do you want to run down the rest of Unplugged?
I'm gonna go over some really quickly. The worst team in baseball currently is 9-43,
Damn.
Sheesh.
and it's the Colorado Rockies.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Rest in peace to the Denver teams.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Colorado Rockies were never really good.
The Broncos are the only ones. Broncos can save.
Yeah. Once they traded away Nolan Arenado and Trevor Story became washed, and Charlie Blackmon retired, and then Chris Bryant, they paid him a lot of fucking money for no reason. He's washed. Yeah, they've sucked a lot. It'll be a few years for them to come back to at least 500. Yeah, it'll be a long time for them to. I have no idea what One Big Beautiful Bill is.
I don't either.
What
Ben knows.
You
Ben
don't,
says
Andrew?
One Big Beautiful Bill.
is that? Bill Belichick and his girlfriend?
Ben, I don't know what you're doing.
What are you doing?
You actually don't, Andrew?
Dude, I am high as hell.
Great.
I
It's
have no idea what you're talking
It's
about.
Trump's new bill he's trying to pass, and he got passed by the House of
That's what you wanted
Representatives.
to talk about?
I want Kev to say it, and you get a little laugh. Apparently, you don't know what it is.
I don't know what that is.
What the fuck is this going?
It's a political topic which we will stay out of for at least now.
I know.
Nobody pass.
So I'll just go over the quick summary. It introduces tax exemptions for overtime pay and tips.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know. He also like
Part of
there's.
it.
I'm talking about little ones that relief taxes on the rich.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's I don't know I don't know what I'm supposed to say. It's bad. I don't know.
Yeah,
Not good.
that's it.
People
That's all
with too
we're.
much money.
That's all we'll talk about.
Yeah, done.
That's all we'll talk about. Um, my graduation is in 2 days. Well, when we upload this, it'll be on Tuesday.
Go to
I will
Maury
have
graduation.
I
In 2
will
days.
I will have a meet and greet at at Chartway Arena at Old Dominion. I won't not for the after party, you know. It's at Chartway Arena at around like 6 p.m. is when
What's
post
your
grad.
address?
I'm not gonna say that. No. Why would I? Why would I leak that? I would never leak that.
I don't know.
And
Greensboro?
huh? No, just
Not
quit.
Monarch
Just
Way.
quit.
Is it?
Just I don't know. I don't know.
Greensward?
I have no clue. But
I definitely went here one time.
Hampton Boulevard. And people can look up Chartway Arena at ODU, and they'll find the address. And people will meet and greet, you know.
Circuit.
You will need to get your own ticket of entry.
Or
just
the
an
No,
FYI.
I got whoever
or
shows
the
up. I'm there.
the posts.
I got anyone that shows up. I'm paying for it. I got it.
Well, you can't really pay for it,
Yeah,
I have counterfeit.
the tickets are free.
They
and
are.
you only
You
get
only get a
10
certain
per
amount.
student. Yeah,
How many people are coming to yours, Kenneth?
All 10
10.
are being used.
We are exclusive, Andrew.
Yep.
Of course.
I had 10 go to mine.
Didn't move.
But all right. Any closing remarks?
No, all we're doing is about. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
And you can talk about the fan
Yep.
mail. I have no idea what that is.
Well, so one of our pod members doesn't know what the fan mail is. Just as a
That's
going
crazy.
away little thing we're about to say. As on Monday we're doing our fan mail. So like I said earlier, comment down below. Now that the pod is over, you are free to go down in the comment and say whatever you want for us to talk about. It could be what Marvel Rivals character would we like to
Oh my god.
be locked in a room with, or it could be
Okay.
or it could be anything else. You could
Music
even find a
and TV
graphic.
shows.
You're like, build a fantasy football lineup with $15. Could be one of those.
Ideas?
I'm giving our viewers ideas. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun video. It's gonna be very interactive. We'll shout you out. We might actually edit the video and put up like a screenshot of y'all's question. So
I
do that.
We could do that.
Yep. But anyways, thank you guys for watching to this episode of the TasteBuds podcast.
Make sure to make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Yep.
And as always, stay tasty.
Make sure to have a tasty night or day or whenever you're watching this.
Way to steal it, ruin it.
Yep.
Butcher it.
Yep.